Salut mine comrades, and welcome to Let's Play Brothers in Arms, a game from my childhood that I picked up an extra copy of during the Steam summer sale because my old one for the console is broken. Now I have it digital, now it's forever in my library, it can never be destroyed. So despite my love of this game, younger me was not observant enough, didn't have the attention span to really pick up on this story. And when I picked up Hell's Highway in my teenage years, I was totally confused about what's going on. So it is my hope that we can go through the entirety of this series now that I have it on the computer. There's a lot of cinematic stuff in this game. I'm not sure how long these are going to take, so this first episode might be just these first two. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll go on normal. I don't want this to take forever.
My dad said something to me after the divorce. He said every soldier has two families, those you raise and those you raise hell with. I've spent 8 days here. 8 days commanding a squad I wasn't ready to lead. 8 days watching my men, my family, be killed. 8 days wishing it would stop.
Baker! You okay, Baker? He's coming! Get him on his feet! Coming! Shit! We need armor now! Hello! Hello! Shit! Anyone's there! I need armor support now! Right now! Shoot it! Hey, shoot it! No one breaks through! Yeah, man! He's dead! Keep firing!
Shit.
Come on, man. Don't die.
Passing.
Logan, where's the goddamn armor? He's gonna die! He needs help! We're all gonna die! Stupid on that fucking radio! Ah! Damn it! Fucking gross bastards!
Oh shit, is it?
Oh shit! They got tanks! We gotta get the hell out of here! We're not falling back! Get down! This is gonna be bad! You want me? Fucking take me! Take me! Baker!
I don't know why everyone hates on Ubisoft so much. I've seen their logo on so many games that I've loved throughout my childhood. Maybe they've just declined in recent years. I don't know. I try not to get into, like, gaming politics, as I'll call them. My primary concern with this game coming back to it was that the story was not going to hold up. It wouldn't be as good as I remember, like the first time I played through Gears of War. think like, okay, this is pretty cool. Then you play through your second and your third time and you start to pick up on just how terrible the acting is and how cliche everything seems. But this is actually a pretty solid war story. I think this game was based off of Band of Brothers. Which, if you have any interest in World War II as a media category, I'll say, you've probably heard of. That and Saving Private Ryan. After complete. I already earned the bronze medals for all of these because I've been playing on normal. But yeah, we'll start to get them later in the campaign, because I haven't completed it on this save.
I never asked to be squad leader, but I had no choice. Now I've got 13 soldiers under my command. 13 men depending on me to make the right decisions and not get them killed. 13 families relying on me to bring their husbands and sons home. 13. 13 is not a lucky number.
Stand up! Hook up! Check your equipment! Remember, this squad sticks together! Once you hit the ground, find Baker! Sound off! 14 okay! 13 okay! 12 okay! 10! Let's get the hell out of here! We gotta jump, son! We wait for the green light! We wait any longer, there won't be a fucking green light! Baker! Stand in the door!
I never asked to be squad leader.
Imagine seeing this as your first time as your first introduction to this scene that's been retold time and again through movies and shows and video games. At this point, there's a certain familiarity where, like, you've seen through landing and parachuting. You've already felt the emotion and everything, so it's kind of empty. And the graphics are outdated as this game is. I don't know how old this game is, I didn't look into it. Anyhow. I still have the tutorials turned on. Add to the atmosphere, I'll say.
Baker! Where the hell's all your gear?
In a tree.
Oh, shit. Take my 45 and shoot anything that's wearing gray.
So, this, one of the things that confused me about Sales Highway is the amount of significance placed on this gun you have here. And especially because how iconic to the series that scene with, I think his name is Leggett, shooting at the tank is, later on. But like, it plays such a huge role in the third game, this gun. And it's always with you because of the way the mechanics are laid out in that. But here it's just a gun that you're stuck with until you get something better. And then when you get something better, you use like a Tommy gun.
Get him now!
My aim is off.
There's a couple of houses here. I'm gonna try and figure out where the hell we are.
So, you are allowed to pick up their rifles and everything, and I guess because of gameplay, they didn't want you acquiring a rifle too early. Oops. I missed what he was saying, sorry. But like,
Let's move, Baker.
why didn't these Germans have guns on them? I don't know. Maybe there is like an actual historical, factual reason, like part of a logistics crew or something. And like they have sidearms on them, and there'd be no point for you to be picking up a enemy sidearm when you have your own sidearm that you're stuck with. And there's no Luger in this game. I think this was before the Luger session. He talks so quietly, so I
First, cover me.
have to stand next to him and not speak at all in order to not miss out on any
Thunder, who's there?
commentary.
Oh shit, Mac and Baker. I thought it was lost.
I look like it. You die later.
Point down, the whole goddamn German army will show up. There'll be plenty of time to reminisce later.
Anybody know where we are?
No idea. I'll find out. Stay put.
So despite this being a mission
Hello.
in its own right at this point, I'm sure it's just a tutorial mission, it's listed as a
What town is
cinematic.
this? Any of y'all know French? I can't understand a goddamn word she's jabbering.
I speak a bit, sir.
Then get your ass over here, son.
Yeah, I was talking over the guy, that's the gist of it. They're trying to ask directions from this lady who only speaks French.
Pouvez-vous nous dire où nous sommes? She says we're just northeast of St. Mary-Église.
Damn it. Well, we're heading in the wrong direction. I'm gonna see if I can gather some more guys. Y'all head that way, through the gate, and link up with anyone else you find as you head east. Stay alive. That's an order.
Someone who speaks French in the comments is going to have to tell me whether or not that guy was actually speaking French or just gibberish. Certainly sounded French.
You really start to notice the quirks a person has when you think he might be dead in a week. I remember the first time I saw Leggett. He was in the breakfast tent. He was cutting a hard-boiled egg into small pieces with a knife, like ham. It occurred to me at this point I'd never in my 23 years of existence seen a man cut an egg into slices like that. I don't know why I remember that.
There's an AA gun over there. We have to take it out. Are you gonna pay for that? You just broke our damn gate. Like it? Shove a sock in it.
I'm actually kinda on Leggett. That one. Was that entirely necessary? Maybe it was bolted. Okay. So, I don't want to say gimmick, but like, this game's based around the idea of simple squad-based tactics, particularly suppression and flanking. And this is them introducing you to that. We have the little, strategic view. It's kind of odd having this near demigod-like power to just freeze a battle and really think about how you're going to approach the situation. But we may take advantage of this later, if I can't figure out where I'm supposed to flank people from. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of rush through this. It's talking about cover, hard to for the AI. The AI, one thing I noticed, they were semi-competent in the console version, which is my only experience with this game, so I'm gonna do a lot of comparing. They are really, really dumb in this version. They don't know how to, like, stand behind cover correctly. They'll constantly dart out of cover for no reason. Console version, they were really, really good about, like, going over to cover and then staying there, whereas these guys seem to think it's okay to, like, come out of cover in order to get a shot off on the enemy. Maybe it's the way I order them around. I don't know. But I prefer, like, if they don't have a shot, for them to just stay in cover and let the one person who does have a shot do the suppressing. This is talking about the suppression thing. If you're not aware of it, red means unsuppressed, gray means suppressed, and it'll slowly tick down as you and your allies shoot at them. You can do the suppressing, and you can order your allies to go on to flanking maneuvers and everything, but I think it's a lot easier to just sit in a spot, sit your allies down in a spot, have them shoot at the guys, and then just free roam. We're gonna return to the game. They want us to suppress these guys, which is actually really hard to do with a pistol. So, you don't actually want to shoot at them, I've noticed. You want to really aim for that little red ring. Why aren't you shooting Leggett? You're the one with the Garin. You're the one who's going to do the actual suppressing. Me, I'm just wasting my ammo here. Why aren't you shooting?
Get down!
Anyway, what I was saying was, they're suppressed, and they should stay suppressed if Leggett does his job. But what I was saying was, you want to give the enemy the idea that bullets are going to hit them, so you actually shoot over their color, that way the bullets go past them. Shooting directly at the cover, I've noticed, doesn't suppress them quite as fast, but aiming for the dot above their head is much more effective. I can't hit them from here. I'm still gonna try. Okay, now they want us to get around them. Us to do a flanking maneuver. Relatively straightforward task. Get behind the hay bale. I still can't hit him. This might work. Ow. I am bleeding.
The army's fallen uns in die Flanke! Another down! Ich bin getroffen!
They can't see me through the smoke. Well, that was ridiculous. So yeah, as I said, now we can pick up the German rifles, which the Germans now have, when they didn't earlier.
Poor bastards. We should help them. Maybe there's still some alive. What do we do?
There's nothing we can do.
But Sarge!
Keep moving, Leggett.
Krauts! Biker, get down! Krauts! Pinned him! Covering fire!
Now, one thing you may or may not have noticed is the weapon drift. That's not me shaking my mouse around. There's like a natural drift to account for like Baker's breath and just the naturally unsteadiness of a person holding a rifle.
Die schlachten uns an! Mist, mich hat's erwischt!
Well, that was unnecessary, but I did it anyway.
Got 'em all!
Nice little touch. I don't know if... So if you don't know how gun alignment works, Like, if you're just not a gun person, I don't know why you'd be watching this Let's Play, but you can see how the ring perfectly matches up with, like, the two little posts on the back sight, and that's how you know that the gun is straight. Because if you're holding it slightly sideways and trying to fire over, like, I'll say 30 meters, because I don't know what traditional gun ranges are, because I'm not really a gun person, but even just, like, a slight tilt is enough to send your shot off, like, 5 entire meters. Anyhow, the point I wanted to make with that is, as I'm moving, you can see that the gun actually shakes around a bit and becomes unaligned. And I don't know if they take that into account. I don't know how well the ballistics are in this game. If they just look at the direction you're facing and decide a point at which, like, a bullet would hit based on the surfaces you're looking at. Or if they actually send a small digital piece of metal into the enemies. We're gonna want a pistol for this because we want to do this fast. They are not. Look, there we go. Oh, got two of them. Nice, thank you. I'm gonna say Hardsock. No, that was like it. Sock's got the machine gun, I think. That is Hardsock, right? Assy. Oh shit! You die too! Sorry if the game's audio is really quiet right now. I should really look into that later. But I don't want it to overpower my voice, since I'm recording my audio separately, though. It shouldn't matter. So I'll see about... Plus, there's, like... It's just like every war movie ever, where, like, they try to deafen you with guns and explosions and shit, and then they have their actors talk in their whispers. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to... I don't want to deafen you with all the, like, shooting and stuff, but at the same time, I want you to hear what everybody's saying. Try that again. Not very intelligent, these conscripts. Is there more?
Well, no shit! Hey, get around them! We have to get a flank on them! Das ist nur ein Streuschuss! Alle sterben! Die schlachten uns ab!
Holy shit, that worked. Switch your gun. Shit. Wow, that was all over the place and hilarious. Come here, guy. Oh, hey. One thing I didn't know when I was a kid, there's a melee button. So I spent like so many years wondering why they gave your allies and your enemies the ability to run up and hit each other, and you, but they didn't give the player a melee button. But they totally did. It might have gotten taken out of console version, because there's only so many buttons on a controller versus 78 keys. I actually don't know how many keys are on a keyboard. Probably not 78, probably more like 38. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You can hit people.
We can't stop duress now. The 4ID is coming up through Utah Beach. And there are Germans all over that area. Let's move!
Okay. That's actually gonna do it. Thank you for joining me. Sayonara.